All right.
Yeah, but bars and bars, nigga. We paradising today. Look how well this red blends in with that watermelon back there, nigga. This is great. And the black brim for the black seeds and the black man from the black seed. What? They don't get me. They don't get me. My fingers.
The black seeds embedded deep in the watermelon versus pumpkin podcast, Godcast, Squadcast. Welcome to another week. We back. I got a brand new washing machine. I got a brand new dryer. They have Wi-Fi. I don't know what the fuck that does.
Whoa. Is there a screen on that bitch?
No. There's no screen. But
it was like, is there some touch screen shit? You about to be like, boop, 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 watching fucking soaps while you staring at the washing machine, nigga? Niggas don't watch soaps no more.
It's something where I guess the practical application of it would be if I put clothes in the washing machine but don't start it, because I want to start it like an hour before I get home from work. So then when I get home from work, I can put it right into the dryer. I think. I don't know. I'm just a white man that's always wanted to be black. I know nothing.
or Mr. Whack Man, that's white and black. It could be a fucking, is it say, I don't know, maybe it's not. Because it's compatible with like Alexa. Maybe you could just fucking Wi-Fi it and shoot it so it's a smart. Like, hey, Alexa, start the washing machine light load, and it fucking communicates to that to get it popping, maybe?
It could, because I know you can do it, like, start it with your phone, so you could probably start it with that, too. Like, most things that you can set up with that, you can set up with that.
I'm thinking, like, as long as it's Wi-Fi, then Alexa should be able to take over that bitch, you know?
Probably. You know, but it's a thing of, like, you still have to put the clothes in the washing machine, so pressing the button doesn't seem crazy to me. Like, I think it's just we've done so much shit that we don't know what to add next. You know what I'm saying? We're just like, well, fucking add Wi-Fi.
Right.
You know,
so there's somebody pitching it that's going to come up with this whole crazy fucking scenario. What if like the kids are doing something over here? Then you got to go over here and you got to do that. Oh my God, you forgot to fucking put the washing machine on. So you can go to your phone. Now it's really easy. It's like you made up this crazy ass scenario to make a motherfucker. So there's like a handful of people like, oh my God, that same thing happened to me. You know what I mean? Or it's like an everyday life occurrence for somebody that's got kids. That's your market, nigga. Showing annoying ass fucking group of kids acting crazy. You know,
I know, because for me, I'm like, I mean, obviously my house isn't that big to where it would be like, oh yeah, I put the clothes in but forgot to hit start. Fine, I'll start it from my phone on the couch. Like it seems too fucking much.
We're not from that era, but for the newers, that's their thing, man. Anybody that's like, I think about it like the super lazy like teen that flow's going on right now. I know there was like laziness in teens. Like I had my lazy bones as a teen and shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like now it's like the thing. You know what I mean? It's like a fad for
to be lazy.
For the teen to be lazy. Yeah, it's like, you know what I mean? Like
I'm so glad that I am nowhere near teens ever, and I don't mean that in a weird way. I just mean in a general
age-related ways, right? Age-related wise, right? Just like I'm so glad I'm nowhere near you niggas' age because I might be a rebel just punching niggas. Like, why are we like this? Wake up, nigga. We ain't supposed to be like this. They kind of know up there. You know what I mean? Like they're a little older, but they get it. I mean, it's so much beauty in the future that and that doc, man, that's gonna be a good one to talk about because that was pretty fucking interesting, I'd say, man.
Yo, and the name of this episode is Beauty of the Future.
Beauty of the future, niggas. You better lock your mind in. I'm ready for it, man. I so hope I have a fucking hover fucking wheelchair. You know? Like, if I need a wheelchair, I hope that shit's like, you know, one of the dopest wheelchairs you ever see. They can just bumping my fucking 1993 Onyx fucking back the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, what, nigga, what?
It's weird that they like fooled everybody with people don't think it's the future because we don't have flying cars. But we have everything else. Like, they don't fucking get it. Like, yo, go back, watch fucking Star Trek, watch all those shits of like, this is what it's going to be like in the future. Yo, we got it all, except the flying cars. Like, but that's people's fucking sticking point is like, well, our cars don't fly. Who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, our cars are never going to fly. Because you want to talk about, yo, imagine, like, you were talking about drunk drivers. Imagine drunk fly. Like, no, we're not doing it. It's never happening.
Right. How many innocent people are going to get killed in the streets because here goes fucking Drunk Tommy and his fucking flying forward. You know what I mean?
It's not happening. That's the thing to where, but speaking of that, you just reminded me, did you hear about, there was it was in California, because there's too much news happening for anybody to focus on one thing. So like you might see a little bit on the side piece. Two different pilots have reported seeing a motherfucker in a jetpack at 3,000 feet. So there's some rich motherfucker out there jetting it up, dog. It's probably Elon Musk, It's probably Elon.
Tested out his new got fucking gun turrets on and shit. Fuck it's like, what's the war machine from fucking Iron Man? What the fuck are we talking?
I'm telling you, you got to remember, there's rich people now that are also having fun. You know what I'm saying? Because back in the day, it was like, there'd be rich people and they're all only concentrated. It becomes Montgomery Burns.
You know what's funny you say that, because mostly, if you think about back in the day, most of the rich people were just mainly the older. You know what I mean? It's like there wasn't as many young millionaires as there are right now. And you got shit like YouTube and things like that to thank for people that are like found ways to fucking make millions without the ways that people typically did. It's like you had to inherit something. You had to like boom, boom.
Yep. It was a lot of old money.
Right. Lucky enough to get in show business, and somebody had to believe in you. You had to get pulled in. Now motherfuckers can make their own show business. You know what I'm saying? And make fucking big money. So it's crazy to see that, man. That there's a lot more young millionaires. That's funny. I bet you. I don't know that stat, but that's probably a stat.
It probably is. Hit like, hit subscribe right now. Hit the bell. Hit the reminder.
Hit the reminder on them. Man, you're a ding with the melons in the head. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Let them know that unity is still somewhere in this country, because it seems we seem that we are more separated than ever. I watched a little bit of the debate last night.
Did you?
Yeah, and it was a fucking mess. You did the right thing, because now I'm telling you, I watched less than 5 minutes, and then I just watched like some of the clips.
I saw a clip. I think when they were like just yelling over each other or some shit. I'm like, what am I?
That was the entire debate. It's a thing where I had put out a tweet where I'm like, I don't get how I can't be the first person to think of, when we asked Joe Biden a question, we turn off Donald Trump's mic. When we ask Trump a question, turn off Biden's mic. Like, it's not that fucking hard. Bro, they can do it in battle rap. You can do it in a presidential debate.
Hello.
Yeah.
That's definitely falls by the wayside.
Yeah. Like, just common sense of, let him talk, then you get to talk. And like, it's
man, that's bad. Trump's ploy, man. And that's how he gets those people that like him. It's like, he's so arrogant and ballsy. I love him. He's just an arrogant asshole, and he's great. And that's what we need in this country, is an arrogant asshole for a leader. And some people believe in that shit, and that's why they
I saw it after. They're like, he's an apex predator. He just attacked. I was like, maybe he was just too fucking excited, man. That's what it seemed like is because, but listen, but Trump is the first president to yell at his fucking opponent and call his son a cokehead, which he is a cokehead, which is the funniest shit ever.
And does he say cokehead? Because I feel like he has no bigger words to use. So to me, it's so sad that to see it, but then it's so fucking entertaining at the same time. It's kind of like, God, I swear he looked at the formula of he looked at the numbers to reality TV when he was doing the fucking Apprentice. He looked how the numbers were. And he's looking at most Americans, and he compared numbers to Americans and voters and people that watch fucking TV and ratings and shit like that. And he probably went this whole scramble. If I can make this shit look like some reality TV shit, I can pull enough fucking people to win this shit. I don't know if I'm throwing that as a fucking crazy line of a stretch, but holy shit if that was a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it feels reality TV. Like, no president's going to ever talk like that again. I don't, unless he now shows that maybe it will happen again, because look at how he was. You know what I mean?
I think in the future, the presidency is going to be weird, because I think he did break the system, which I do thank him for, because before it was just, and it's still all the old people, but I think in the future I think it's going to change in the future. But I don't even know if he expected, because you got to remember, that wasn't the first time he ran for president, bro. He's been running for president as a promotion, like almost in the thing that we're going to talk about. Zoltan, he ran for president. He didn't think he was going to win. I think that was Trump for a while. And then it just kind of like, oh, wait, and then did, so it got weird. It got fucking weird. But I'm telling you, he's the one that made me believe that voting is real, because there's no way they wanted that to happen. You know what I mean? Whoever the people in charge are,
right?
They didn't want that shit to happen. You know,
like,
so
that's the guy. He's gonna change everything. It's like,
like he made me believe that voting actually counts because I could not fucking believe that.
There's no way you don't rig a guy in like that.
No,
that's what he said. You don't rig a dude like that in there. He's not a rigger. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing is nobody wanted him from, that political sector because they're like, he's just going to come in and fuck everything up, which he has, and some of it's been good. A lot of it's been bad, but I respect that we've changed forever because of it, and hopefully in the future, different and better people will be able to get in because he broke the system. But now it's bad.
It is. And I seen the one where they were like, I think one where they were spewing about the, I guess Trump was saying how his numbers were looking as far as for jobs wise, and Joe said no, and then this and that, and then he said something. He said, it's just like they're like little kids. Yo, you're lying. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. At the point, it's like I like to see the afterword of like when people actually bring the real stats. People that have nothing to do with it, like, no, here are the numbers, by the way. So we'll see who's right. You know what I'm saying? I wish they would fucking have it's new age. They don't got to fucking do it on the side with fucking 300 fucking WPM sitting there like, hold on.
Holding up a sign like that wasn't true. Well, because I was, when I went to work, my supervisor, he was telling me about like Joe Biden, he was talking about like, and you ruined the economy. I was like, no, COVID ruined the economy. What the fuck are you talking? Trump didn't ruin the economy. That was COVID. Like the economy was amazing before COVID. So it's that weird, like, and he's like, then you ruin the economy and then you haven't had shit shut down for long enough. When it's like, bro, we're still shut down. Like there's no shit isn't back open. I tell you, man, I
ran into a friend of mine last year, man. He's a good, good friend of mine. And, he's a brother that got a little small business on his own, you know what I'm saying? And, he was like, yo, not for nothing. He was like, yo, I'll be dead ass. I love that nigga Trump. Motherfuckers look at me like crazy. I ain't saying it, but I'm just saying it in a sense like I don't love him as a person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He ain't shit, obviously. But as a president, as a president, because of what I do, I benefit because it's easy for me to get a small business loan like that. He said, I get a loan like that. Boom. I'm getting loans, man. Small business loans are coming out the ass, and that's due from what he was doing. You know what I mean? For the businesses. So he said, I fuck with him. I'm just like, all right. Well, I guess I don't see that side. So people, they're like, why can you, like, if they say, well, this is, and they tell you, like, this is happening because Trump made that fly. And you'll be like, all right, many guy.
It's the same with everything. There's a famous quote that goes, if you judge a fish by how well it can climb a tree,
talk about
in the blank. You know what I'm saying? Because that fish is made to swim. You know what I'm saying? And Trump, for me, I think he's made in a different sector. Like he can do business well. And a lot of people talk about his businesses, but and now his taxes supposedly came out to where they were talking about he paid only $750 for the past 2 years. But my thing funny. Fully.
Why did it take so long to find that out? Go anyway.
Well, but that's the thing too. And it's not a definite, like it's a reporter from the New York Times put it out. That doesn't mean that it's true. You know what I'm saying? It's anybody could put anything out, but that's where we're at. Cause even like you were talking about in the debate, like you're saying, shouldn't there be a fact checker there? But there isn't, so now you go with the thing of, so now whatever Trump says, Trump's base believes. Whatever Biden says, Biden believes. Like, it's not a surprise that after the debate, CNN goes, oh my God, Biden did amazing. And Fox News goes, oh my God, Trump did amazing. And you're like, y'all motherfuckers don't see this,
Right.
But people don't. The people that watch Fox are like, he was amazing. And the people that watch CNN are like, oh my God, he's the worst. So it's like.
Right. It's just like you said, whoever seems more believable to you. You know what I mean? I believe him, and then that's what pisses it off, pisses it off, whatever it is, pisses it off.
Pisses it all off.
What really pisses it off is the people now will take that what they find to be true knowledge to what they're knowing now, and take it in the world and go fucking start fights with people over the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's those people. Yo, there's been fucking 27,000 jobs that Trump gave, and it's like, how do you know that? Well, because he said. All right, here we go.
And I'm telling you, the thing with how they said in 2016, 2017, he only paid $750 in taxes. Now, I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's cool. I'm not saying it's just, but I am saying he didn't do anything illegal. So I'm not hating the player, I'm hating the game. If you are able to do that legally, why wouldn't you do it? So now let's set up a system where you can't do that legally, where Donald Trump cannot pay $750. You know what I mean? Because that's the thing. They come out with it and they say, oh my God, and he only, but they don't say the words, and that's illegal. No, they say he did it, however he did his paperwork and however the fuck that shit worked, because obviously he filed his taxes. The government said it was okay and ran it back to him. So he didn't do anything illegal, but I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's cool. I'm just saying, then let's change the system so you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being like, he took advantage of the system. Well, then let's change the system. You know what I mean? Obviously, then the system isn't correct because
this is a flaw.
And people have been, and it's the same shit with Amazon. It's the same shit with Google. It's the same shit with all these huge fucking companies that barely pay any taxes because they quote run at a loss. And that's all it is. It's like you write off all those business expenses. So at the end of the day, you put on paper that you made a loss, and however you do your nice fancy accounting, and then we just got to get into a system where we can't do that. But I'm not going to be mad at fucking Trump for that when as many people as possible try to pay as little fucking Loophole Jones.
Loophole Jones. You know what I mean? If the nigga found the loopy, why you gotta be mad at that? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Loopy
like said,
off the backboard.
It's one of those, I get why people are mad, but I can't be mad because, man, if I had that much money and I fucking had a nice accountant that could tell me and we're doing everything legally, I don't know, man. That, like I said, that's don't hate the player, hate the game.
Right, and that's when Trump could say that they hate me because they not me. You know what I mean?
They hate us because they ain't us.
Ain't that a true ain't us, nigga?
But another thing that just popped up when you had said the number 27,000, I heard on the way home, Disney laid off 29,000 people.
I was 28. Yeah, that's
it was. Yeah, it might have been 28 too, but either way, too many fucking people.
That's oof.
But a big part of it. California is closed and they are staying closed until further fucking notice. And it's hurting shit. It's hurting shit, man.
So things are spiking again, man. I don't know. I know places. I don't know. I feel like it's weird. It's like you hear about the cases spiking, but then it's like you don't hear about the death toll as much. You know what I'm saying? So is this thing losing its fucking power, or is it, you know what I mean? Because I think it was it college football? You heard about that one? I think it was Notre Dame. There was like fucking 13 of those motherfuckers that came tested positive. And one of the coaches said he identified when. He said that pre-game they all had a meal together. You know, so it's like he feels like that's where it spread at.
Yep.
Somebody
Stop sharing spoons.
Right.
Well, you ordered the fucking banana split sundae with 16 spoons. Don't do that shit.
Right. Nigga reached over your plate to grab your cornbread. You no longer want it. As his hand he just coughed into dropped the droplet over your fucking mashed potatoes. And, you know, and then you sneezed and it went out the side nostril, hit the other nigga in the forehead. He wiped his forehead and touched his nose. You know what I mean? So there's levels to this shit, man. It's just, you know what? That's like a crazy fucking, like, you know, visual that like a movie or something where they could just, you know, you're just like, you're watching it. The whole movie is just all about how germs are just fucking flying around. If you can really fucking see them, this is what they're doing. You know what I mean? This is is actually happening. When you sneeze in the light, that is happening.
I was about to say, and you ever name this episode Sneeze in the Sunlight and see what happens.
Sneeze in that sunlight and you're going to see debris. That's COVID right there, nigga. Wafting.
But for me, like, man, we were talking about last week, it's just that people are concentrated on it. And obviously, as we've said before, COVID is real, all that other stuff.
You have to treat it like
even
a flu.
Yesterday, when they're talking about, you know, same shit, there's 1,000 new cases in New York and 2 deaths. And I'm like, yo, of course, every life is precious and whatever the fuck I'm supposed to say right now. But you need to understand where we were. And you need to understand where we are. And like, I bet you more than two people died in a fucking car accident in New York yesterday. Like, it's that. Right. Because like, goalposts keep moving. Because remember.
I like my cousin used to say Nember.
Yo, Nember, when all we had to do was flatten the curve. Hey, bro, the curve's flat. The curve's really fucking flat. The curve is really flat.
It's not flat. It's not flat enough, nigga. No, that's what they want. They're shutting shit back down. That's what they say.
Like I said, the goalpost moved to now it's well, 0 cases are the only thing that's acceptable. And so, yo, that doesn't, we don't get to 0 ever.
Right. So, and my thing is like, is Italy and all that going through this still? Like, I don't know. I don't pop over and be like, hey, are they still fucking getting cases? Like, yeah, they're getting cases. And then this goes back to the same thing with Foxy and then those guys. It's like,
yeah,
who's giving what? If you got like 3 different stations saying 3 different things, how Sway?
Yeah, bro. That's where like my conspiracy shit pops off, is because we're the only country that is left with booming cases supposedly, and fucking we're the only country that has this many cases. We're the only country that is dealing with it this way. We're the only country that is just still fucking obsessed with it. You know, like it's not the same anywhere else but here. So I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what the fuck is real, what's fake, because
I know
a lot of people are moving out of New York and California because they're like, fuck this shit. I need to go live my life.
Right.
So I don't know.
Right. And they're like, I don't know if this feels like it's forever. I know you said it's temporary, but if people don't want, people are impatient enough to be like, man, I can't ride this out. Right. I'm more of a patient person, but I'm starting to get annoyed a little bit too. So it's sweating in this fucking mask.
We said last week about people don't remember shit. People don't remember anything. And like you see it I see it on Twitter all the time now, of like day 170 of 14 days to flatten the curve, because that's what it was. You remember it was, all right, guys, everyone's going to stay home for 14 days and then we'll be able to get back out there. That was a long fucking time ago.
Right.
It was a long fucking time ago.
I don't even, and it's like, I don't even think they're quarantining people for 14 days anymore.
No, I heard today on the radio that you don't have to quarantine if you, for Connecticut, you don't have to quarantine if you come here and take a test and then comes back negative. But who's watching you? Like nobody. Right. Like if you drive out of state and come back in, who's watching you?
Let me feel your tires. They feel like they've been driving for a long time.
It's the honor system. You know what I'm saying? It's the honor system. How great is that?
I solemnly swear that if you look on your cameras, a 995, I was.
Yeah. The honor system. See how well that works out on Halloween when you put a sign that says "Take one." You know what I'm saying? Tell me about the honor system.
Right. Watch the little fucking drop machine claws come out. That motherfucker.
Yeah. Speaking of that, have you any word, like, because obviously you have a seed, is it happening? Are they trunk or treating?
I'm not hearing anything in the streets.
Are we going mask on mask? Is it can we have the clown mask then though?
Yeah, we're not even gonna do trick or treating, bro. I'll be honest. I think we're gonna do a party. We're thinking about doing a little Halloween party for the, you know what I mean, for those that want to go handful of it, we're gonna bring through. Try to make it a little fun, see what's popping. You know what I mean? Get a little things going on here. Maybe a little fucking flashy light. You know what I mean? Do the monster mash on them niggas and keep it moving. You know
I don't even know what day is it. Does it fall on a certain day?
Oh yeah, hold on. Let me see. I was just looking at that shit. What the fuck was it? Cousin, who the fuck are these niggas, cousin? Ooh, it's a good one. I'm off too. It's a Saturday.
A Saturday. Me too.
Saturday. Yeah. So I might go as Franken nigga. I think it's a black dude with like pecans for nuts in his neck. Nigga, I don't know. Now, what did I don't know if we have an idea of doing something. We'll figure something out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I said, yo, baby, you want to be the plug socket? I'll be the plug. They got those little cheesy outfits and shit. It's like you'll be ass cheek, I'll be toilet paper. I don't know what that means, but people like
ketchup and mustard.
Right. They like these little couple things. But I said, we got to come up with some really haven't seen before shit. We got to just really think about some shit and it's an item together that'd be some funny shit. Like, oh my God, this nigga's a toothbrush and a holder. I don't what.
That's the other thing too, though, is people are gonna fucking. Man, don't dress up your fucking kids like a presidential candidate, man. I know you're not going to.
I wouldn't. No. They love it. They love it. They all fucking love it. It's presidential candidate.
Because like nothing is, bro. You remember in every other election ever, it was never visceral like this. Like, yeah, it was Clinton versus Bush, but nobody was just like, let me find out if motherfuckers vote for Clinton. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like that before. It was not like that.
I just saw somebody posted. It was right on the post road. They right next to that fruit stand place you're talking about over there. Somebody was had video on they're shooting video on their Facebook or whatever. They had a big ass rally right in that parking lot, right across the street from there, and next to that nail salon in that parking lot. That parking lot there.
Okay.
Fucking Trump rally. Yo, the dudes all rolled in their big fucking trucks. It was all that same look, man. Big fucking monster trucks with the big tires and the fucking American flag. And it's got all the supporters got the same 3 ones. They got the American flag, the Trump 2020, and the fucking the American flag that's black with the blue stripe for the law enforcement.
Oh, the law enforcement joint. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But somebody made it a very interesting thing to me that they stated that it was deemed to be, I don't know, illegal, but it definitely was a disrespect to have the flag colored any color but the color of this nation, any color but red, white, and blue. So having it black, I think, was supposed to be a band color, and I think it's a sign of disrespect from what I was told. If you represent the flag with black, it's disrespectful. Any other color of that American flag besides red, white, and blue is disrespectful. It might even be illegal. I don't think you could make up your own flag and put it up in a public, you couldn't put up a fake American flag with all rainbows and put it up in a government building. You know what I mean? It's stuff like that.
All I can think of right now is the Outkast cover for Stankonia. Wasn't that a black and white flag? Let me look it up. I forget about that shit.
Well, it might have, yeah. I mean, there's all black and white image, but that's supposed to be, that's just for the people that are out there that get real hell-bent on, it's disrespectful, you're disrespecting the flag, and these are the same guys supporting a flag that's kind of disrespecting the other flag that's on the other side of that other banner. I don't know. It just be seeming like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, it's
hates everybody. That's all it is.
It is, man.
And but you know what it is? It's just because it's the other side. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like nobody
I have to choose a side. Everybody feels like they have to choose a side. It's tough. No niggas, you don't have to choose with the fuck. Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Stankonia had the black and white flag. That's a amazing album. It's so good.
Yeah.
And their last real album together. Like they did, they did the double album after that, but that's really their last real album togetber. Where they actually rapped on the same songs.
Yeah, no, that was fire. Fire.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying? But they fucking, man. And it's like, you say the stereotype of his supporters, but they have a what I'm seeing doesn't seem like, upstanding citizens, some of them, I don't want to judge people, but it's like, they're coming fucking revving with these fucking big monster trucks, fucking, ruckus going crazy. Like, you're making a ruckus right now, too. It's like you're making it into a parade. I don't know. You could just ride around with your shit. With y'all, those motherfuckers say the same thing. Why is everybody out there protesting? Why are they doing these things? But then I have to look at it and go, I can't be too mad because this is what these people do. The same way I say is like, why, when I say that, I try to think of that theory and as I try to apply it to my own thoughts of why would someone be mad at somebody else's expression? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's not really affecting me. You know what I mean? Now, if their expression is like, no, I'm trying to conjure up some shit to really fuck, like, if you know what I mean? If their expression is like, hey, I'm expressing myself, but listen, we need to kill these niggas. We need to kill them all. We need to go down there and fucking burn their hood down. You know what I mean? Like, oh, okay, now I'm concerned. You know what I mean? Now we got something to be, what we popping, what we talking about right now? Hate? Then, it's something else. But if motherfuckers is out there screaming white power, then, all right, nigga, that's good for you.
It's a weird thing to let that become your entire life, the political thing. Like, I don't, same thing with how I don't understand how some people, their entire life is a football team. You know what I mean? For some people now, their entire life is Donald Trump. And I'm like, man, like I said, I like some of the shit he does. I don't like a lot of the shit he does, but to like you're saying, those people, because I've seen mad videos of that, of like, they got the huge, big truck, small dick, fucking syndrome going on.
It's that weird, and it's like, it's all the same shit. I'm like, what it's the, then I envision, I go, well, what is that about? Okay, I get what it's about, because you have Trump and his character and who he is, and how does he move through the White House? How does he move through him being president? He becomes bully. You know what I mean? Shut up, stupid dummy. I'm a bully. I'm better than you. I'm smarter than you. You don't know nothing. I know it all. You know what I mean? That's his vibe. So that's their symbol of we're bigger, we're better, we're stronger. So big ass trucks, big tires on top of the road. We're the big deal. Take a look at us. You know, they try to make statements with them shits. And it's like, it's definitely that, like I always say, that Northeast shit that was always that read between the lines. Niggas, you know, 3 fingers up, read between the lines. We know what you niggas is doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're trying to intimidate motherfuckers on the road with your support. You're trying to show your support is bigger than ours, you know?
Yeah.
For those that feel.
The big truck just in general, I've never understood it because it's, I guess perhaps they've just been in a big truck their entire life and never have not been on the other side to be like, that's so fucking dumb. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about any support. I'm just talking about just in general, like for our entire lives, anytime we've seen somebody driving a truck like that, we're just like, you have a very small dick and you are just doing too much. Like, that's it. It's like, right. That's how everyone has always viewed that of like, whoa, calm down with your big fucking truck, guy. You know, it's just,
right. It's, you know, it's the show off thing. I had a big truck. You know what I mean? I got the best broad. I got the fucking, the newest, the latest, greatest sneakers, nigga. I got it all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's another thing to show off for, nigga. But that, I feel like the look they're going for is intimidation because there's a bunch of trucks that are coming through. You have big monster truck, big tires. It's like, Billy Bob, hook it up. I can't even say Billy Bob because we don't live down there. Them niggas, they up here. You know what I mean? So it's more like, Karen, let's get him. You know?
Yep.
Get those negrosities. I don't.
Short chopped haircut.
Yeah, you know, it's like, so I try to go into that, like, I can't be mad at the way you're supporting. I can laugh at it, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but there's people that really get angry with that and would want to go confront those lines and, like, talk shit to Trump supporters when they're trying to rally or whatever. They're doing that. They're doing all that, you know, shit they're doing, rallying, doing all that happy-go-lucky. And then here comes somebody who doesn't like that movement or, you know, not that when they're total opposite of that. So in their mind, what do they do? I got to go over there fucking tell them how I feel.
Yeah.
I got to go over there because I'm going to make a change in their fucking life right now and let them know that this guy doesn't like them. And they're going to like it, and it's going to be a big deal to nobody else but that motherfucker right there that's making a problem.
To me, it's the hamster wheel effect because do you think ever in the history of history somebody is going to scream in someone else's face on the street and ever leave with like, you know what? I understand your side, and I appreciate what you have said to me. The way that you screamed in my fucking face and called me a faggot and called me an asshole because I don't believe the exact same thing as you, you know what? Now I agree with you. Let's go. Come on, I'm on your team now. It's never happened, and it never will happen. Like
people go like, I think people just go into the whole, just gotta chill. People go into the whole, I put him in his place, but they feel like, what does that do though? You feel like because you didn't put anybody in their place. Maybe you got the upper hand of a conversation, or not even upper hand. Maybe you just got the last fucking word to somebody that means they won. You know what I mean? Of something big. You know.
Then you see the Black Lives Matter movement in New York are running up on restaurants, flipping over tables, knocking everything off of everybody's table, and it's like, what do you think that's going to make people go, oh God, I like you guys now. Like, thanks for fucking up my entire dinner and scaring my entire family and sending everybody home. I'm with you guys now. When they're literally holding up fucking restaurants and screaming in people's faces, telling them to hold up their fist. And people are like, no. You know what I mean? Like, that's not how you don't get support by forcing support.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Unless you're WuTang Clan, because they said that they used to rob people and then give them their CDs. So, I don't know.
Yo, speaking of Wu, I saw a dope sign. My lady has saw it on the streets, and she
bro,
buy them on Amazon.
Every woman in their mid-30s has one of those on their lawn. It's insane.
The Wu-Tang one? You see it?
Oh my God.
She's a big Wu. Her and her homegirl, like I said, you know, I told you all that before with the big Wu shit for them. But I was just like, Wu-Tang is forever. Yeah. This is presidents are temporary, Wu-Tang is forever.
Dude, it's crazy how many, like, because I follow a lot of whores on Instagram, and that's what they are. They get paid to do. They get paid to take off their clothes. That's what they are. You know, respectfully. And bro, every woman in their mid-30s has one of those on their lawn and thinks they're the first one. It's amazing. It's fucking hilarious.
We didn't get it, but I know now that when we do get it, if you know, she's like she wants it. We get it, but those motherfuckers want like $30 for that shit. Like, we'll go down to the print shop. But we laminate something, put a little bit there, put it right there for the fucking election, and keep it moving. Take it down after. It's a decoration.
And honestly, those are going to be the most stolen signs fucking ever. You know what I mean? Because people are just going to grab those out the lawn quick.
Because I want one and I don't want to buy it. And it's like $20, $30. Niggas like, I ain't doing that. I steal this nigga shit. Somebody stole my headlight out of my fucking truck one day. I came outside and my fucking car winking at me. I'm like, yo, something don't look right. Where the fuck is my headlight? Just fucking slid a tool in there around the fucking thing. Popped off the clip. Slipped the toolie in there because there was a little space around my headlight. It wasn't really flush like that. It was an older fucking truck, Expedition, and they fucking slid that shit out. Fucking, they were nice enough to fucking take the clip off because if a nigga's in a rush,
ripping it,
right. A nigga's in a rush, they just fucking yank that shit and like, fuck that nigga's half. Now I got a wiring problem, so he was nice enough to take a clip out. And I went to the junkyard and I fucking bought one at the junkyard for $20. You see what I mean? Like niggas couldn't went and got their own for $20. Why would they when they could just take one from somebody? Hence the whole full circle, what this fucking was talked about. Why do that when I got take, nigga?
Yo, speaking of things that just don't make sense, somebody tried to kidnap Joe Montana's fucking grandchild. What the fuck was that?
I did not hear about that. And that would explain the Joe reference. I didn't get that. I didn't see because I didn't know that happened, nigga. Yeah. Whoa.
Bro, it's real out there. Like, remember, I know like probably 10 weeks ago, we were talking about 800,000 kids go missing every fucking year. And all anybody does is, well, they don't do it like that. They don't do it like that. Bro, somebody ran up in his fucking house and it was a woman that tried to fucking steal his fucking grandchild and had the baby in her arms. And
what was her intentions? What the fuck?
Bro, that's straight up to steal and sell that fucking baby. Because there is
know was Joe Montana's baby, or grandkid? I'm thinking like, was she about to like?
I didn't talk to her, but
from what you heard, I don't know. I didn't hear anything about this story. It's all new to me.
No,
that's fucking crazy.
That some lady was in their house trying to steal a fucking baby, had the actual baby in her arms, and then Joe was there and his wife wrestled the fucking baby away, and the lady escaped, and then they fucking got her later. Like, wow. Bro, I'm telling you, they were grabbing that baby to fucking sell it.
Yeah, he gotta at least have something left in the can. He might have one good, you know what I mean? One good fucking doop. Sorry, lady, taking my grandbaby. Boo, I'm fucking Joe.
Yo, but there's been a rash of videos lately. Like, it's one of those. Not if you're looking for them, but it pops up across the timeline of it's happened like probably 10 times in the past month. There's people that got video, like whether it be outside of a restaurant or whatever, of people just straight up trying to grab fucking babies. It's fucking nuts.
I seen a couple.
The shit is really real.
It is real. I saw a clip of that, man, where the lady was sitting there. She was in a fucking that was a crazy clip, man. She was fucking in a store. I want to say it was in Brazil or something.
Yeah.
She was in like a little store, it was a smaller kind of store. So she was in there and she was near the back, by the door. And she was waiting in line and her daughter was behind her and she was like fucking playing with the magazine rack or I don't know, something over there she's playing around with. Yo, the mom was like, she was there, like she had her in her peripheral, but she wasn't really on her. But yo, how about the fucking door behind her open from outside? A nigga reached in and grabbed the fucking girl and tried to yank her. Yeah. And she was trying to pull, and the mom turned around like, and then it was a whole big fucking scene, and she was able to wrestle her back away. But it's like, this nigga fucking just opened the door and tried to snatch a little kid, broad fucking daylight out of a store. Like, then what you're gonna fucking run? Now you're gonna run up the street and throw her in the car, and then be like,
that's it.
That's fucking insane, man. That people are like that, man.
Yep. Do you remember that video? Because we watched it last year and we were laughing about it. But remember the video of the monkey that ran out and like grabbed the kid off the porch? It was in some third world country.
Yes,
but people were saying later where it was like that monkey was on like a line where they were really thinking like, are they training these fucking monkeys to grab these fucking kids and run them around the block? And then it could be. I'm not,
right.
We live in a crazy world, dude.
Yo, using monkeys to steal babies. That's like a fucking
That's the name of this episode. How many names are we going to have for this goddamn?
But that's like that's a premise for like a book or like a movie, man, of like fucking.
And it'll probably be a documentary.
Right. Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, that'd be like a dope premise for a movie though. Like, people that train these fucking smart ass monkeys to steal children on zip lines.
Shit is nuts. But I'm telling you, it's desperation, and how we were also talking about on the other thing, like it's amazing what the human body can do to where, I'm sure people just get used to it, and it gets so callous of like, I grab a baby, I don't know the number, $10,000. You know what I mean? Whatever the fuck it is, but dog, that shit is.
They get figures,
it's a different human being to be able to do that stuff, to straight up try to grab someone's kid. Because there was another video I saw of just straight up. It was at a restaurant, packed restaurant. Like it wasn't, and they were eating outside, but it wasn't like it's just them two. Like there were 4 people at the table. Jumps over the fucking gate of the outside restaurant, tries to grab the kid. The mom jumps over the table. They got this guy down. Somebody just beats the fuck out of him. And it's like, but you have to think, to be that desperate to try to make that grab, what's happening behind the scenes? Like, is your family tied up in a motel somewhere and you got to go grab this bit? You know what I'm saying? Like, what could make you do that? In broad daylight with mad people around? Okay, yeah, there's a baby over there, and I'm gonna try to grab and get.
I'm gonna grab it. It's like that's got to be like it's got to be like assed out, and you're getting paid a lot of money to do that. But what's a lot of money to somebody in a third world country? 10 grand could be a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? You know, out here it might be like, listen, 50 grand, 100 grand for a kid or some shit. Somebody would fucking steal a kid for 100 grand. You kidding me? You know what I'm saying? If some rich motherfucker said, I'll give you $100,000, you go get me a fucking 7-year-old off the street right now. Some nigga would do that shit. You kidding me? In a fucking heartbeat. So
it's happening. It's on video everywhere now, to where I think people are kind of just becoming more aware of like, yo, what the fuck? Where do we live?
I saw one in Russia where the girl was walking home from school. She was maybe 10, you know, right around there, between 9 and 11, maybe, that ballpark. Yeah. And, you know, she's little, she's trying to skip it and do that. And like the dude, you know, the video of the guy fucking walking behind her, and as she was in the front of the building, she was ringing the fucking buzzer, you know, whatever, to get in, or searching for keys. I think she was ringing the buzzer or whatever. And he was kind of just skulking around the fucking front of the premises and shit, just fucking, you know, peering, smoking a cigarette, acting like, you know. And then she went in, and as she went in, he kind of scurried to the door and caught it before it closed. You know what I mean? And now this is all on camera. See that? So now she's walking in there, and she goes up the thing, and she kind of like sees him out her rear view. Like, you know, she saw him out there kind of like lurking around and shit. And then all of a sudden now the lurker is inside the building. She kind of seen out behind. So she did a move where she walked towards the elevator, and then she felt that creep alarm. She spun around because the elevator should have been trapped in the corner there. She spun around and went up the backside like she went to the other side, up the stairs or whatever. So now he comes up, and you can see him because the camera's in the hallway of the building. He comes up, and he kind of looks over, and you could tell he's like looking for her. He kind of peeked like this, and he stands in front of the elevator, and he's like looking back, like, did she go back that way? You know what I mean? Yep. And then he starts walking back. You know, he kind of peeks, and then he starts. That's what it was. When he did that, she did the okey doke on him. She went up that way. He came in, and then she snuck out. You know what I'm saying? So now he's kind of looking for her, and he kind of, you know, lurked around for a second. Then when he left, she actually left and went and got somebody, like an older teenager, somebody she knew in the neighborhood, somebody, a family member, somebody she trusted, because she felt funny what was going on. Yep. So they had the image of that guy, the creeper, leaving out of the fucking building, and her kind of coming back, like almost them passing each other. The guy coming back with the little girl, and then, you know what I mean, they didn't make a big scene about it, but she just had that creep alarm, and it's like, nah, they fucking were looking for that dude too after that, because it's like, yo, he was definitely gonna snatch that little girl. Man. You know what I mean? It's like, people are fucking insane.
Yeah, it's real. It's fucking real. Well, man, I can't tell you how many times when I was doing Uber Eats, I'd be out in New Haven fucking 3 o'clock in the morning, and there's some girl walking home drunk on the side of the street on Yale, flip-flops on, short shorts, with the, like, barely wearing anything. And I'm like, I know there is zero chance that I could somehow convince you that I'm not a creep, and I'm not trying to kidnap you, and I'm not trying to fuck you. But I'm like, I have that thing where I'm just like, yo, go the fuck home. Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, and obviously never for a victim, never victim shaming, but I'm also like, don't be dumb. Also, don't be dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can put some of that into people as well, of like, no,
don't be naive.
No, you're never asking for it, but also don't put yourself in stupid fucking situations. Like, don't walk home drunk, barely wearing any clothing at 3 o'clock in the morning. Once again, no, you are never asking for it, but don't put yourself in dumb situations.
Don't go to his house. He just wants to talk, and it's 3:30 in the morning. Come on, what do we? You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then it's like, what do you? Don't. You know, I don't. Like, you know what time that is. That's adult time. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about being on the street like that, drunk as fuck. Like nothing good happens at 3:30.
Right. I was just talking about like all around, and a lot of those situations.
Yeah.
You know, it's in a bad situation, or you know, if it's something that's you know, like you said, drunk, passed out, and somebody's taking advantage. That's a whole, you know, different kind of. That's almost like damn near necrophilia for me to somebody. You know what I mean? If you're fucking sleeping with a passed out girl, like there's a thing with that. You know, it's probably a fucking a fetish for that too. I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if there's a name for it.
It's called the COSBY. That's because that's what he did.
Put them to sleep, have sex, right? Sex with sleeping women. That's crazy. Because to me, it's like that's lifeless, like they're dead, man. That's necrophilia, but they're not cold. I don't know. That's what it's like to me, nigga. You know what I mean? Like Bill, you probably would kill them and fucking like line them up. All right. You know what I mean? If that's what he was doing, you know what I'm saying? Shit. But nah, I hear you know, like, you know, don't be in bad situations. Don't be in places. Don't go hang out with the dude you just met and 4 of his homeboys. You know what I'm saying? And y'all gonna be drinking and smoking together. Like it's not a good environment for you to be in. You know what I'm saying? Like they just seem so cool, all 6 of them. But they had that look in there after we had about fucking half a bottle down. You know, not saying that all guys are gonna be like that, but I'm just saying that's just a bad scenario to be with if you don't know these people. You know what I mean? Let's be smart about certain situations we're putting ourselves in. Like, I don't know these motherfuckers. And what the hell am I doing? You know what I mean? Does somebody know where I'm at? Does somebody yada yada? You know, why am I wearing my fucking, you know, half of my fucking ass hanging out in the street and get upset if somebody's fucking gawking or whistling or fucking catcalling you? You're putting it out there like you want to be catcalled. That's why niggas do that shit.
I don't know. I've never had the Never in my life have I done it. It's so weird to me to ever see somebody do that. Like, because once again, it goes back to the, has that ever worked? Like, and if it has worked,
you know why? Because
that's the person that you want to be around when all you go, yeah, Jade.
But you know what it is? You know why that's the one? Because the ones that usually respond to that, they know they're gonna be about that putting out kind of flow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. She's not
right. She's not uptight. She's not gonna like, oh no, I'm not the holler at girl. The holler at girl's like, what up though? What's up? Yo, what we doing? Y'all drinking? Y'all smoking? You know what I'm saying? Like that's more or less gonna be that kind of girl that's gonna respond to, yo, shorty, what up? Why you being? Or she gonna pretend that she don't like it, but she really do. Who your shorty?
Yeah. I think it's I guess just whatever you're attracted to sexually. Because like for me, I know I've talked about a podcast before, but like, dumb chicks have always turned, like my dick does not respond to dumb girls. Like it just like it's just decoration at that point. Like it's not. It doesn't do anything.
Really?
I hate
it's like,
that shit.
Can we just do doggy and get this over?
Not even. I'd be trying to hit it with a floppy because it just doesn't. Nope. My machinery doesn't even work. Like my shit doesn't even work on a like. Okay. Like no, that doesn't. Like you need to. I need some participation from you. Like I need you. Yo, lie to me, boo. Tell me that you want it too. Because I just
listen. I ain't gonna front. I've been known to fuck a dumb one.
Hey, more power. Yo, if it works for you, I'm not mad at you. You know what I mean?
I just haven't known. I didn't say I look for it all the time. I just there's been times of desperation. And you know that you might be able to make that phone call. The dumb one, you know what I'm saying? You could probably make up a line or a story, and.
But because you know how I am in real life. Well, you know how I am in real life. Where like, there's only so much I can take before I'm like, yo, shut the fuck up. Like, we can go a couple times until it's just like, I hate you.
Enough is enough.
Because it does something to me. Like holding that shit in does something to me physically. Like my neck will start to like twist on me. I'm just like, you know what I mean?
Fucking aluminium shards coming out of your fucking neck.
Yeah. Where I'm just like, my body does not hold it in well. I just don't.
Oh man, but yeah, it's respectably dumb sometimes.
It's a crazy world, and we live in it, and we just got to navigate it the best way possible. You know what I mean?
You pick the circle you want to be around, man, and it's a beautiful thing about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if I don't like your dumb ass, I don't gotta be around you.
Well, I'm telling you, man, I'm on. I've been connecting with some girls on. You know what? And you know what's fucking crazy to me right now? I almost said the word females, and now do you know the word females is bad? I'm not sure if you've heard about this now. That
No,
the word females is disrespectful, and like
because,
I didn't even
male
mean
is
to
the
not.
Suffix? Is that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's all of a sudden like, what female? We want our own thing. All right. I
Bro,
don't
it's
know.
just you learn about everything that you never knew was, and as we get older, I can't say no because I'm not a part of that new generation. So all we can do is now be taught of like, now the word female is bad. And I'm like,
what is there? So the ones that are saying it's bad, what's their replacement? What do they want? Do you know?
I don't know. I just see on Twitter that, oh my God, don't call them females no more. I'm like, I don't.
Call them femies, F-E-M-M. I don't know.
But I'm telling you, man, like trying to connect with people on the internet is just, it's fucking weird.
It was weird. I know when I was with my kid's mother for 12 years of that, and then
12 years a slave.
12 years a slave.
I'll cut that out. Fuck, I can't say that. I'll cut that out.
That's usually my line, though. So you just said what I usually say.
I just don't think I can say the word slave with the way that I look. And I put on a white T-shirt today. It's not going to work.
It's all about reference and context, niggas. So you got to know the context that we talk about. But after that, man, after that bid, I fucking I started getting into that whole, hey, let me get out here, boom, 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 and I went through, initially I did go through, I did 12 years to my decompress. I almost didn't want to be around anybody at that point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like, maybe I'll go to a strip club or something, and, you know what I mean? Pay for a lap dance, and I don't even like those. Maybe it's just slide it to the side for a couple of hours. I don't know, nigga. But that way of mental was like, right? It's like, that way of mental was like, I didn't want to be around nothing. I didn't want to, like, because, you can't just kind of fucking talk to somebody without having that be in the whole shit and play the game and go out and do all this other shit and blow money and and it's all, we're doing all this big thing to get laid half the time, and it's like, I don't even do none of that. I'm just gonna take some time, and with me, nigga, there's a couple times I went to the fucking movie theaters by myself. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I need some me time. But then when I got into that dating shit, it was like I said, it was just, the internet was a weird place for me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, like Plenty of Fish was weird. It was all like, here's this fucking hot blonde with her fucking cowgirl hat on and a deep V-neck and her fake breasts. Is like, hey, Rebecca Ann wants to meet you. I'm like, yeah, okay.
I swipe left on every single one of those to where I'm like, if the girl is too attractive, well, first, like if you have one picture, no way. And then if a girl is like too attractive, but what I give girls credit for now is there's straight up girls that are like looking for a sugar daddy. And I'm like, God bless you, because you're out there saying what you want, and I love that. You know what I'm saying?
And you're gonna find somebody, because it's gonna somebody look at her and be like, all right, because their trade-off is they know they're not gonna get the bullshit because it's like a deal, a proposition. Like, it's a weird thing that I wouldn't do, but I get. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I wouldn't be the nigga. There's people, like Homeboy had said on the last podcast. Whatever there is, there's an audience for it. You know what I mean? Whatever you want, there's a business that is going to be out there for it. You know what I mean? You need this service that can be provided for you somewhere, somehow. So,
bro, they got a fucking cuddling business, man. You can they can hire people. There's like professional cuddlers. No bullshit, man. It's like, I forgot the name of the website. And you can fucking, and you could pay for a cuddler. And it's like, what a no sex kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? And
is there a like, do you get your money back if they get hard? You know what I'm saying? Like, if a girl like is like, I just want a guy to cuddle, and you're going nuts to butts, and things start,
it's gonna happen. I'm like almost automatic with that position. So
right,
like so soft.
It's the hot dog in the bun position where it's just like,
it's like, I gotta do it.
I need to tuck this right here. Just let me let it rest there.
It's chilly out here. Let me tuck.
Yeah.
But
unless, that'd be funny as shit though. Unless like girls are, and I hope that they're doing this. If girls are like, you know what, I want to be the big spoon, so I'm gonna have somebody come over and I'm gonna be the big spoon and cuddle. So
right, and from what some of the thing was saying is like, they said they get more guys that become the clients. You know what I mean? I don't know. I guess I don't know. I would think that it'd have been more, maybe the girls just like, oh my God, I can just have a guy that's cuddling with no sex. I would love that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they would want that more, because the niggas think like, I only want to cuddle when it's time to get busy. Unless it's the older guy, impotent. He just wants somebody young and hair smelling good and fucking the whole or some shit. You know, that's probably what that is. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I want to be really uncomfortable with my arm dead and let me just smell the back of your head real quick, boo. And the name of this episode is Let Me Smell the Back of Your Head, boo.
It's the fucking dove neck, nigga. Just, you know.
Yo, that man, it would take way too long to do, but that'd be a fucking funny compilation video to put out. If just the amount of times that we have said through our episodes, and the name of this episode is, and then we never call it that.
Name of the episode is, oh man, I'll keep a lookout for those ones.
Business though, man. Fucking
the cuddling, man.
And then even I would.
I'm assuming
like,
because
they
it's
don't
a company,
send out a bodyguard.
No, it's a company, so I assume they have like protection. They have stuff that people, they're not traveling out by themselves, but it's an actual company that they have these people, and you can sign up and, you know, get a fucking cuddler going, and they'll come over and fucking cuddle. I'm pretty sure they got protection of people outside or whatever, because you're locked into the system, because it's their business and you're signing up for their business. They got all your information, so it's almost like you'd be stupid to try to do something. You know what I mean?
Hey man, there's plenty of Uber Eats drivers that take the food.
Done that would.
You know,
there's
like, plenty of Uber Eats drivers that take the food. You know what I'm saying?
Take the risk, right? I'll take the risk. Fuck it. But you know, it's their way of trying to protect themselves, and like an escort business. You know, those people that have professional, actual escort businesses where it's like a fucking madam and call girls, like that shit still exists. You know what I mean?
Yo, because for me, honestly, that just sounds like the craziest setup of all time. And of course, there's not all women like this, but there are some hustlers out there to where she hires a dude to cuddle, they have sex, which I'm sure is not allowed, then he raped me, game over. Like, right. Tupacalypse now.
Right.
I don't even know why I just said
I was gonna say, I was gonna go with the whole, like, she was gonna rape him for the money, like, you know, just like, oh, I'm doing this business, but
the Cardi B.
Yeah, everything I slide to the side, I put in my pocket. That's my pride. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if I'm letting you slip in, that's all my ducats. The company only getting that cuddle money. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
You know, but it was a weird thing to say. I was like, the name of this episode is
that cuddle money.
That cuddle money. You know, it's like, yo, I would think, like I said, for me, I'm like, unless she's like super unattractive, like if this little hot girl comes, like, oh my God, I just want to pay for somebody to cuddle. So like, hold on, let me go fucking smash my dick with a mallet real quick.
Let me close my dick. Do you have a bathroom? Because I want to close my dick in the toilet seat 4 times before I come back out.
I gotta make sure I'm beat, battered, and bruised, baby. Or let me rub one out or something, because I need, you know what I mean? And even then, it's only gonna take a couple minutes for me to go again. But it's like, you know, that's gotta be. I always thought that, it's funny you said, because I used to think that with those soft porn movies, like, they don't never, do they ever, like, you got these hot girls, you're like rubbing your shit against it. I mean, I know it's probably taped down or something, but at some point, nigga, tape gonna pop. That's what I'm saying. To me, unless they give them some kind of like sedative type shit, of fucking, where they can't get it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, nigga,
that horse trank in the dick.
Right. See, that's not fair though, because she can still have a lot of excitement going on that you can't see.
Could be.
So yeah, you're brewing in there, baby. And this nigga's got the taped fucking shit to his inner thigh.
To his thigh.
I mean, goddamn thigh guy.
I have no clue where we started, but I know where we're going to end. And it'll be right here on the Watermelon versus Pumpkin podcast.
Oh, you niggas are always loved, and it's always the beginning of the day.
And it's the beginning of the night. It's both at the same time.
It's both, nigga. Beginning of the day, beginning of the night, the end of the day, and end of the night. It's all
in different parts of the world. It's a beautiful thing.
Parts of the world. Time zones. That's a strange one. We should look into time zones. There's something.
There's got to be a doc on it.
There's something to be said there.
But yeah, stay tuned to the channel. We're gonna have different stuff uploaded in soon, sooner than later. So stay with us.
Scooby Doo Bop Bop, niggas. Peace.
Bronx.